Tim McGraw has long stood as one of the most recognizable voices in country music, not only because of his chart-topping hits, but because of the emotional honesty and lived-in truth that runs through everything he creates. For more than 3 decades, his music has explored love, loss, faith, struggle, redemption, and the quiet courage required to keep going when life feels heavy. His songs do not pretend that pain is avoidable or that answers come easily. Instead, they acknowledge hardship while pointing listeners toward hope, responsibility, and meaning. McGraw's career has never been about chasing perfection or cultivating an untouchable image. It has been about perseverance, growth, and showing up honestly, even when that honesty reveals vulnerability. That quality of resilience has become one of the defining traits of his public life. Resonating deeply with fans who hear their own experiences echoed in his lyrics and who see in his journey a reminder that strength is often built slowly, through endurance rather than spectacle. A career built on authenticity. From the moment Tim McGraw emerged in the early 1990s, there was something unmistakably genuine about him that set him apart in a crowded musical landscape. His voice carried the grit of small-town life and the emotional openness of someone unafraid to admit fear, longing, regret, or love without irony. Songs like Don't Take the Girl, Just to See You Smile, and Humble and Kind did not rely on elaborate production or flashy storytelling. They relied on emotional truth and relatability. McGraw understood early on that listeners respond most deeply to honesty, and that belief guided his creative choices throughout his career. Rather than reinventing himself for trends, he refined his ability to tell stories that felt personal yet universal, allowing audiences to see themselves in the moments he described. This commitment to authenticity built a bond of trust between McGraw and his fans, one that has endured across generations. Roots that shaped the man born in Start, Louisiana. Tim McGraw's early life was shaped by modest circumstances, rural values, and lessons learned through experience rather than privilege. Those beginnings instilled in him a deep respect for hard work, humility, and personal accountability, values that would later anchor him as fame and success grew. McGraw has often spoken about how his upbringing kept him grounded, reminding him that recognition means little without integrity and character. The simplicity of his roots influenced not only his worldview, but also the emotional texture of his music, which frequently reflects everyday struggles rather than distant fantasy. Even as he became a global star, those early influences remained present, guiding his decisions and reinforcing the importance of staying connected to where he came from. This grounding presence is evident in both his personal life and his professional choices, where family, values, and authenticity consistently take precedence. Music as a mirror of life. Tim McGraw's music has always functioned as a mirror, reflecting the emotional realities people often struggle to articulate in their own lives. His songs acknowledge fear, regret, love, and loss without dramatizing them, allowing listeners to confront difficult emotions in a way that feels safe and understood. Rather than offering easy answers, McGraw's work creates space for reflection, encouraging people to sit with their experiences and draw meaning from them. Live Like You Are Dying stands as one of the clearest examples of this approach, capturing the fragile beauty of time and the urgency of living with intention. Inspired by his father's illness, the song resonated far beyond its original context, becoming a cultural touchstone for anyone grappling with mortality or major life change. Its message, that adversity can sharpen clarity rather than extinguish hope, continues to define McGraw's artistic legacy. Love, partnership, and Faith Hill, central to Tim McGraw's life and story, is his enduring partnership with Faith Hill, a relationship that has been admired not because it is flawless, but because it is visibly rooted in mutual respect, shared values, and unwavering support. Together, they have navigated the pressures of fame, the demands of creative collaboration, and the responsibilities of parenthood, all while maintaining a sense of unity that feels rare in the entertainment industry. Their relationship has never been framed as effortless. Instead, it has been presented as intentional and built on communication, trust, and commitment. Through public appearances, joint tours, and collaborative projects, McGraw and Hill have shown that partnership is not about merging identities, but about supporting one another's growth. For many fans, their love story represents stability and devotion in a world where both often feel fragile. Family as the true north. For Tim McGraw, family has always been more than a priority. It has been a guiding compass that shapes his understanding of success and fulfillment. As a father to 3 daughters, he has spoken openly about how parenthood redefined his sense of purpose, shifting his focus away from accolades and toward presence and responsibility. Fame, awards, and public recognition, while meaningful, pale in comparison to the role he plays within his family. McGraw has emphasized that being present for his children, supporting their individuality, and modeling integrity matters more than any professional milestone. This perspective has allowed him to grow not only as an artist, but as a person who measures achievement by relationships rather than applause. In a career marked by longevity, it is this grounding commitment to family that has provided balance and direction. Facing struggles in the public eye. Tim McGraw has never claimed that his journey has been free from struggle, and his willingness to acknowledge personal challenges has been one of the most impactful aspects of his public life. He has spoken candidly about confronting alcohol dependency earlier in his career, and the discipline required to rebuild health, balance, and clarity. These admissions resonated deeply with fans because they dismantled the illusion of celebrity and vulnerability and replaced it with something far more meaningful: honest accountability. By sharing his vulnerabilities, McGraw offered a powerful example of personal responsibility and growth, demonstrating that strength often begins with self-reflection. His openness created space for others to confront their own struggles without shame, reinforcing the idea that recovery and change are ongoing processes rather than singular victories. Expanding beyond music. Beyond the recording studio, Tim McGraw has proven himself a compelling actor, capable of bringing nuance and sincerity to a wide range of roles in film and television. Whether portraying a conflicted father, a demanding coach, or a pioneer facing uncertainty, his performances reflect the same emotional realism that defines his music. Acting has allowed McGraw to explore storytelling through a different medium while remaining grounded in character-driven narratives. His ability to convey restraint, vulnerability, and internal conflict has earned respect beyond the music industry, positioning him as a versatile entertainer rather than a novelty crossover. This expansion into acting underscores his broader creative curiosity and his desire to tell stories that resonate on a human level, regardless of format. Philanthropy and purpose philanthropy has long been a meaningful part of Tim McGraw's life, rooted in a belief that success carries responsibility. Through the Tug McGraw Foundation, named in honor of his father, he has supported causes related to medical research, veterans, and first responders. These efforts reflect a deeply personal commitment rather than a performative gesture, emphasizing impact over publicity. McGraw has consistently used his platform to draw attention to issues that matter to him, understanding that visibility can translate into tangible change. His charitable work represents a quieter yet powerful dimension of his legacy, reinforcing the idea that influence is most valuable when it is used in service of others. Pancreatic cancer awareness. Pancreatic cancer remains one of the most challenging and under-recognized diseases in modern medicine, often diagnosed late due to subtle early symptoms and limited screening options. This reality highlights the urgent need for increased research, education, and public awareness. Conversations about the disease, especially those framed with empathy and respect, play a critical role in advancing understanding and compassion for those affected. While statistics provide necessary context, it is personal stories and thoughtful advocacy that often inspire action. Awareness initiatives emphasize early detection research, support for patients and families, and continued investment in treatment innovation, reminding the public that progress begins with attention and shared responsibility. Turning music into meaning. What makes Tim McGraw's influence endure is not simply the number of records sold, but the way his music helps people interpret and navigate their own lives. His songs have been present during some of the most significant moments people experience: weddings, funerals, hospital rooms, long drives, and quiet personal reckonings. They offer comfort without judgment and reflection without instruction, allowing listeners to find their own meaning within the lyrics. This emotional utility is the hallmark of an artist whose work transcends entertainment and becomes part of lived experience. McGraw's music does not demand attention, it accompanies it, standing quietly beside listeners through joy and grief alike. Strength without spectacle. Tim McGraw's version of strength has never been loud or performative. It is steady, understated, and rooted in consistency. Showing up for family, honoring commitments, and continuing to grow even when growth is uncomfortable. He embodies a form of resilience that feels attainable rather than heroic, grounded in discipline and reflection rather than bravado. This approach has allowed his story to resonate across generations, particularly with those who value authenticity over image. By modeling strength without spectacle, McGraw challenges conventional ideas of masculinity and success, offering an alternative rooted in responsibility, humility, and emotional presence. Doit s'est been on the stage. As his career continues to evolve, Tim McGraw's legacy is already firmly established, not merely in awards or chart positions, but in the lives he has touched. His influence serves as a reminder that success does not require abandoning humility, and that vulnerability can coexist with confidence. McGraw's body of work reflects a life lived with intention, marked by reflection rather than excess. He has demonstrated that enduring relevance comes from emotional truth and personal accountability, qualities that cannot be manufactured or rushed. Long after the applause fades, it is these values that will define how he is remembered. A message that endures. At its core, Tim McGraw's story is not about fame or fortune, but about choosing how to live with awareness and purpose. It is about kindness, accountability, and connection, even when life becomes complicated or uncertain. His music encourages listeners to cherish time, honor relationships, and remain open to growth, reminding them that meaning is often found in small, deliberate choices. In a world that frequently prioritizes speed and surface-level success, these messages feel increasingly vital, offering an invitation to slow down and live more intentionally. Conclusion. Tim McGraw's journey, from small-town beginnings to global recognition, stands as a testament to authenticity, resilience, and purpose. Through music, family, philanthropy, and personal growth, he has shown that a meaningful life is not built on perfection, but on presence and perseverance. His story continues to inspire, not because it avoids hardship, but because it faces challenges with honesty and grace. In celebrating his life and work, we are reminded that strength often speaks softly, love carries us forward, and the most enduring legacies are written not in accolades, but in the hearts of those who find comfort, courage, and clarity through art.